You know, we always try to do our very best for you. Now, here's something you can do for us. Tell us who you think makes up Delmarva Life's best businesses, restaurants, activities, hot spots. You nominate, you vote, you decide. It's easy to nominate your favorite. All you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com, click on the Delmarva Life Best Contest banner, and then vote.
Yeah, it's one vote per person per day. So you need to tell your family, your friends, your co-workers to join in. And once the votes are tallied, we'll unveil the top 3 winners in each category on delmarvalife.com. Now, get this, some businesses could even be featured right here on Delmarva Life.
Oh, yeah.
Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.
Well, in summertime, as has already been announced, school is out.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you want your kids to stop learning.
Yeah, especially when it comes to animals. The Delmarva Discovery Center in Pocomoke City will offer the entire family an up-close look at marine life tomorrow.
Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros at the Delmarva Discovery Center. Brian, this whole thing is billed to be fantastic.
It is. It's going to be fantastic because it's the Fantastic Festival, and in just a moment we're going to introduce you to some of the marine life that will be making an appearance at the festival tomorrow. But first, I want to introduce you to someone else who's a little more important, Sarah Rubin, who is the aquarist and wildlife educator here at the Delmarva Discovery Center. First thing, explain to us what the Fantastic Festival is all about.
Sure. It's an all-day event for families. It's going from 10 until 4, and it's really just a day about enjoying summer, families enjoy wildlife and nature. We're going to have an activity every hour, and we'll get people acquainted to the Delmarva Discovery Center as well, which is still a fairly new museum.
And a lot of animals that are native to this area as well.
Yes,
so
that's right.
People get to learn about the animals that are right in the same area where they live.
Yes, that's right.
All right, so with that said, we're going to introduce people to some of the animals. The first one we have here is a horseshoe crab. You want to take this guy out and I'll hold him? And tell us a little bit about the horseshoe crab, because there's some interesting facts people may not realize.
Sure. The horseshoe crab has actually been around for over 450 million years.
So just a little bit of time.
Just a little bit,
yeah.
They're really interesting animals. They're actually closely related to ticks and spiders, and they are to crabs. So you can put your hand in there and tickle. And
I don't like spiders, but I like this guy though.
Yeah, he's pretty friendly.
And he doesn't even hurt.
No, it's just like chopsticks. We can tell it's a boy because he actually has boxing gloves on the front of his legs.
Right there.
If it was girls, it would look like these little legs here, which are scissors.
Got it.
That's right.
So tell us about this. This is actually the front of the horseshoe crab. People sometimes think this, where the barb is the front, but that's not the case.
No, this is actually called a talcin. It's the tail of a horseshoe crab. A lot of people think it's going to hurt them. It's going to sting them. Its main purpose is actually to flip it over in the sand. So right now, it's breeding season. They'll come ashore. They'll get stuck sometimes. But really, this is just designed to flip their bodies back over so that they can get back out into the water. And
you were saying, too, if people on the beaches do see one of these guys and they're flipped upside down and having trouble, go over, kind of hold it like a soup bowl, just flip it over or bring it back toward the water, help it out a little bit.
That's right, and you can put it right back out into the shore.
All right, and the other thing, too, I want to talk about real quick is that this tag here that's on the side of the horseshoe crab, tell us about that.
Sure, this is actually from Fish and Wildlife Services. They have a tagging program. All volunteers and staff people go out and tag them right through their shell. If you find one with a tag and you call that number, you will actually get a report of where this horseshoe crab has traveled. You can see where it's been, and you also get a little pewter pin. So it's kind of incentive.
So if you find one of these, call the number and give it the information. So they say everyone has a story, and apparently so do the horseshoe crabs.
That's right.
All right. So we'll put the horseshoe crab back here in the bucket. Next animal on the list here is the terrapin.
That's right.
Which people are probably familiar with that name.
Yes. This is a diamondback terrapin named Scorchy. It's kind of our unofficial mascot here at the Delmarva Discovery Center. She is an aquatic turtle. We can tell that she's an aquatic turtle because she has a flat shell. If it was a land turtle, it would be more domed shape. We also have webbed feet, so we know that she swims. And she has a beak like all turtles. What's interesting about terrapins is that they're all unique. They all have different skin patterns, kind of like our thumbprints or our handprints.
Fingerprints or snowflakes, there's no two that are alike, so that's interesting. And obviously the terrapin, too, is the official reptile of Maryland.
That's
now,
correct.
while we have the terrapin out, I want to ask you real quick, people probably hear about these animals, especially children, but by coming in and getting an up-close look and touching them, it really helps them along in their education of these animals.
Yes, there's something very different about actually having a tactile experience with animals, with actually being able to interact and connect with them. These are all native species. These are all animals that you can go out. These are actually kind of crossing the roads of Assateague in local communities right now. So you can actually be part of your nature, of your wild, of your backyard, and go out with your parents and explore and learn to appreciate the other creatures that we have in the world.
Exactly. All right, so we'll put the terrapin back. The last guy here, if you want to start getting him out.
Sure.
It's a snapping turtle.
That's right. It's a common snapping
And we
turtle.
have the bungee cords on there because it was interesting. You said if not, he would just try to pop the top open and pop out and really kind of try to escape.
He's still a youngin', but if he was a little bit older, and we heard it earlier, he was trying to pop open and scoot it around.
Take him out, and then we have a little bit of time here. So just briefly tell us about him.
Yes, this is a common snapping turtle that we have right in this area, so you might have seen him. A lot of people are kind of fearful of this animal because they're so big, and rightfully so. They can actually get a lot bigger than this, up to like 40, 50 pounds, and they actually are very special turtles because yes, they have a shell, but they can actually reach back and bite all the way near their tail.
So people should be very cautious about
Yes.
that. So the snapping turtle will be here tomorrow, as will all the other animals. A lot of good information. We want to give down just the details about the Fantastic Festival. It's tomorrow, June 23rd, here at the Delmarva Discovery Center in Pocomoke City. It's from 10 to 4, and activities are free with paid admission to the Delmarva Discovery Center. So a good time for families to come down tomorrow with the kids. A lot of good animals. Sarah, thank you very much. This has been a lot of fun. I may take the horseshoe crab home. We bonded. He's my new friend. And with that said, Jimmy and Lisa, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
That's because you were tickling his tummy.
How about that?
I was, and he liked it.
And he liked it. Oh,
And
that
she
is-
got a lot closer to that snapping turtle than I think I would.
I know.
My goodness. Thank you for watching Delmarva Life. Please be sure to join us Monday because we've got Delmarva Life's summer show. We're going to have fun, family-friendly ideas for the entire summer.
And don't forget, you can also visit delmarvalife.com on your mobile device. And for all you iPad users, got mine here, you can watch us there. Coming up next on WBOC, Dr. Oz.
And thank you very much to our studio audience for joining us today on Delmarva Life. We'd like for you to be here to find out how to become a member of the studio audience. DelmarvaLife.com. Just click on the show tab.
Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva. Now give it up one more time for Interesting Monsters.
She rode horses through the West Virginia hills and across the windy ridges through abandoned old mills. The trees would bow their branches and the sky would dry its tears when upon an Appaloosa, like an angel she appeared. And she was everything that I could not hold on to, like dreams of time and water falling down. But for a while she was mine, and my heart knew a love so true. When she rode horses, when I lost her, might have been the day we met. 'Cause sometimes that story's written, we just don't know it yet. I hear she's out west now. Oh, but that's just secondhand, 'cause it's a long way from these mountains to the California sand. And she was everything that I could not hold on to, like dreams of time and water falling down. Oh, but for a while she was mine, and my heart knew that love so true. When she rode horses, me think about her when the air starts turning cold. The sky is painted like a pony of rust and gold. Letting go ain't easy. Oh, but I guess I finally did. 'Cause I can't help but smile now. I remember when she rode horses. She rode horses.